CBS 12 News at 6.
What should be done, in your opinion? What would make this right?
You can't. I'm like this forever.
Now at 6, a man's life changed forever after he suffers serious injuries crashing into a roadside construction site. Tonight, he's holding the contractor responsible for his injuries, naming the company in a lawsuit, and talking exclusively to CBS 12. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Liz Quirantes.
And I'm Ben Becker. John has the night off. Hundreds of thousands of cars drive on I-95 every day in our area.
And it's hard to miss a construction site. The victim says his accident happened on southbound 95 more than a year ago, near Orange Avenue in Fort Pierce, an area that has been under construction to widen the lanes. Well, we've done the research, and we found a rising number of car crashes and fatalities happening along roadside construction sites. So what needs to change? CBS 12's Josh Repp reports from St. Lucie County.
Driving south on Interstate 95, when you get to Orange Avenue, construction cramps and twists the lanes.
I thought the road went to the left.
And Lawrence Curtin of Fort Pierce tells us the lack of signs made it so confusing, he veered off the highway and into a support structure. His truck totaled, and his body nearly was too.
The bone was shattered.
His arm suffered nerve damage. It's only at 10% mobility.
I can wave at you. Cap locks.
Curtin never thought typing emails would become a lengthy task. His knee was also crushed.
This way, in order to get up. It's sticking out.
And a distorted clavicle now leaves his body, permanently disfigured.
What would make this right?
You can't. I'm like this forever.
Curtin's attorney, Brandon Stein, says the contractor, Ranger Construction Industries, based in West Palm Beach, is to blame, accusing the contractor of not having enough signage at the time of the accident. However, we saw many signs while visiting the crash site.
There were no signs and there was inadequate warning, so Lawrence had no idea that there was a lane closure up ahead.
We did some digging, and it turns out Florida is one of the most dangerous states. 2011, 57 people died. In 2010, 43. Only the state of Texas had more.
Change must be made.
The company named in this $1 million-plus lawsuit has had fatal accidents before here in Florida. According to OSHA, a vehicle struck 3 workers, killing 2 at another job site. A spokesperson tells us, our company holds safety to the highest standard, and our safety record shows it. But Lawrence Curtin and his attorneys say they'll fight to make Florida highways a safer place for motorists.
Proper precautions must be made to help prevent injuries like Lawrence's and help prevent injuries in the future.
Those injuries so far have racked up over $1 million in hospital bills. In St. Lucie County, Josh Repp, CBS 12 News.
And we are working on this story for you. We showed State Representative Irv Schlossberg the crash statistics. He tells us he's going to look into the roadside construction accidents to see if any state laws need to change in order to keep workers and drivers safe. If you find yourself driving through a construction zone, here are some things you need to keep in mind. The speed is reduced while going through a construction zone, and if you don't slow down, it's going to cost you. Fines are doubled, and you could end up paying as much as $500 for a citation.